Hola. I want to just share some music lesson. I've been watching Guthrie Trap on YouTube, and he's been emphasizing the cage system, which is the C, A, G, E, and D shapes. Basically, play with one chord in all these shapes down the neck, and you learn all the patterns. For example, if you take the C shape, this is C major. Got right, so I have C E G, E G C, G C E, C E G. So that'd be your C shape, C major. Next one is the A shape, C major, A shape. You can play this E or this E. It's up to you. That would be your A shape. Then you have your G. Move it to the C. It's awkward at first, but with practice, it'll feel a little more natural. Then you have your E shape, C major, E shape. Again, you can play this E or this E. Then you have your D shape. D shape. The D shape is actually the top of a C shape. The patterns just repeat back to C. So what's great about this is it helps you visualize and break down the neck into these patterns. So C shape, A shape, G shape, E shape, and the D shape. Pick one chord and just practice all the patterns so they get familiar, and then go to a different chord like the G. The 1-5, G major to a G. You can connect these chords smoother by using closer shapes instead of going from a C to a G. These big jumps, which are disconnected, you can move a lot smoother within chords. So if you use the E shape, C major, and the C shape, G major, it's a smoother transition. Okay, so if you break down these patterns, you got really triads that just repeat themselves. C, E, G, E, G, C, G, C, E, C, E, G, E, G, C, G, C. Once you see these individual triads, just the inversions, it helps to really visualize those patterns even more. Same thing for the G major, C shape, G, B, D, B, D, G, D, G, B, G, B, D, B, D, G, D, G, B. So forth. What I like to do is take one triad. So if you C, E, G, and then you go to B, D, G, which is G major / B, first inversion. The C moves a half step to B. The E moves a whole step to E. And the G is a common tone, which connects the chords together. That's the goal, is to find the shortest distance when you move from chords, which these patterns really help you out, finding the closest chord tones. Now, to create melodies, I'm just using the chord tones just to start to find a basic melody. Because the notes are close together, they blend much easier, smoother. Now after the chord tones, you add the other scale notes as passing notes. For example, the A, the sixth, back to G. The A over G major is the second. You want to emphasize the chord tones and use these passing notes as embellishing, to embellish the melody. Just to keep it interesting. If you use just chord tones, it gets dull. Then through the B, which is actually the major seventh over C major. You can add any scale note over the chord. You just need to know how to use it and get back to the chord tones. Okay, now if you have a looper, you can put this on a looper. You can use these patterns to start off building solos and melodies. Start with your arpeggios, then find these other scale notes that you can throw in there. So I'll stay on the C major. So these are just chord tones at first. G major. Now I'll add some scale tones. Once you know your patterns, you know where your chord tones are and the rest of your scale. It's right there, so C major scale. Any notes from your scale will work. G major. And you go to the G major, play a G major scale or a G mixolydian. F sharp. Eventually you'll find a melody. I would just play C, arpeggio, then the G, arpeggio. Once you start hearing a melody, throw in a couple scale notes. Okay, as long as you know where your chord tones are and your scale, you should be alright.